Howdy, 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 everybody. Take two. Teresa here, and
Weatherman Brad.
It is August 14th, 2016, Sunday afternoon. It is 12:22 p.m. And what is the weather like, Brad?
The weather on this Sunday in the thriving metropolis of PANACEA, Florida is 87 degrees, a projected high of 89, a low of 77. Supposed to be clear skies today, and a real feel temperature of 105 degrees. Back to the news desk, Teresa.
Thank you, Brad.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Lower.
No.
Lower.
This is as low as I go.
That's pathetic.
Bite me.
Love you.
Love you too.
Hey, I've gone 2 days without being unfriended.
Yeah, so don't ruin it now, okay? He did 2 whole days not getting unfriended. I was cutting him some slack because it was, you know, his birthday and then our anniversary. So I cut him some slack.
Yeah.
Anyway, yesterday after I got off of making this my daily vlog and uploading it, we got the crock pot out, and if you haven't ever tried those slow cooker liners, they're by Reynolds Wrap. Very, very nice. We really like them. I don't use them all the time, but sometimes it's just nice. Make cleanup so much easier. So I put one of those in, and Brad scrubbed potatoes, and I cut them into 4s or 6, depending on how big the potato was. I lined the entire bottom. First I sprayed that liner, even though, you know, because I didn't want stuff to stick, with some cooking spray. Lined the bottom with the potatoes, and then I used some Mrs. Dash Original, some pepper, some garlic powder, and anything else? Some butter.
So, yeah, butter.
Yeah, that was it.
And then pepper.
Yeah, and garlic powder.
Yeah.
And, you know, because I'm always trying to really watch the sodium. And then I think I already said butter. Then I used a sheet of tin foil, and I mixed up, with Brad's help, the meatloaf. I just used ground hamburger, and I cut up bread, you know, real small, and eggs. I like to put a little bit of salsa in it, and some tomato sauce, spices to whatever you like. I always use a half a packet of the onion soup mix, dry in there, and like I said, seasoned to taste. Sometimes I'll make it spicier, sometimes I won't make it as spicy. This time I didn't make it as spicy because the salsa is pretty hot this time. I mean, it's just a medium salsa, but it's got a little kick to it. So I mixed all that up, formed it, put it on top. Brad put the rest of the tomato sauce on top, and he took it outside and we cooked it all day, and it was really good.
It was outstanding. That's
what we had for our anniversary dinner, and I know people are like, oh, that's it. It's one of Brad's favorite dishes, you know, and so, you know, we enjoyed it, you know, and then we had some carrots with it, and it was a nice dinner.
Yes, it was.
And we were together. That's what's important.
Well, and one of the problems we've had in the past is getting the potatoes cooked in the crock pot.
Yeah, until I think it was my friend Kim Renee. She told me, and some other people have told me too, that you've got to put whatever takes the longest to cook. You've got to put in the very bottom of the crock pot. Then you have to kind of go up on it. And if you're doing a multi-dish, or even if you're doing something that, you know, like a stew or something, put your potatoes in first and stuff. And that really does work well. I like cooking in a crock pot. You guys know, even before we moved back, when we were back in Wyoming, I used the crock pot quite a bit. I love it because you don't have to worry about whatever's going on at dinner time, because dinner is done. And I like doing it, setting it outside here on a picnic table, plugged in, you know, because the plug-in is right there.
And it's under the awning in case it starts raining.
And it's not heating up the inside of the RV and stuff, so it's very nice. So that's what we did. I also, last night after that, I finished that Mermaid blanket. And this has actually turned out to be a large size. I do now have these listed on Etsy for sale, I have 4 different listings, so make sure you check if you're interested. I have large size, which is the size this is. I have a medium size, a small size, and I have a baby size, an infant size. So, because they're all different prices, of course. But this turned out to be a large one. I used some sachet ruffle yarn and did up a ruffle and attached it to the very top to make it even decorative. This may look blue, but it's actually a very bright purple. So this is the entire body of the and here's the tail of the mermaid blanket. If you can't really see this, if you're on my roving gnome, if you're on my Facebook page that is the same as this YouTube channel name, you'll see pictures of it there. I think you'll see the listings anyway. If you're friends with me on my personal Facebook page, you'll see pictures of it finished. Or you can just go over to Etsy, the link is below, and you can see the finished picture. I do still need to go through and tie up some loose ends here and tuck them in and stuff. This will be mailed out tomorrow to its recipient, to the customer. So got that all done. Had a lot of fun doing it. It's very thick and heavy. It's very thick and heavy. So especially where the variegated is, it's very thick and heavy. So you know. And I know some people will say, well, you know, they could buy one cheaper. Can't buy one as well made as this. Like I said, this is very thick and heavy. This will last this young lady until she's up in her teens, maybe even up into her adulthood. You know.
Well, and can I interject something?
Sure.
One of the things too is, you know, if you buy one, you know, a lot of times they'll have stuff like this that are made by machines.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, instead of made by hand.
Yeah, because there's some I'm starting to see some commercially made ones and stuff, and you know, you might think, oh, well, I can buy one cheaper. Well, it's not going to be as nicely made, as well made. You know, handmade items, you know, is a dying art, and you know, I'll tell you that I have over $25 worth of material just in this blanket. You know, it used a lot of yarn.
Yeah, it was like 17, if I remember right.
And that was for the smaller size, though. It said it was going to require 1,500 yards of yarn for a 30 by 32.
Okay.
Now this ended up being it was 44 inches long, and that's not including the fin part. But it's 44 inches long, and at the top of it, it is 40 inches wide. Now I saw the smaller ones were like 30 inches wide by 32 inches long, and so this one is, like I said, is a large size. I could make an extra large if somebody is interested. Contact me. I'll tell you how much it would be for an extra large. You know, you know, they make really nice gifts. If you do order, you're going to have to allow me about 10 days to get one done. And that's if it's not at like the peak holiday season. Then I may have a little bit of a backlog. Right now I don't, but you know, if I do, I'll let you know. I always let my customers know before they ever order how long it would take to finish an order. Usually I'm a day or two ahead. This one I actually end up being like business days, I'm 1 day behind. I wanted to get out on Friday. I wasn't done with it in time because it took longer, and so I'm mailing it Monday. But I mean, plenty of time for the gift to be given. So, but you know, I really work hard on that. I always have with whatever business I'm doing.
Yes, you do.
And like I said, the Etsy link is always below, or if you're on my Roving Gnome Mobile Zoo Facebook page, there's a Shop Now button. It takes you right to the Etsy. Then I made, after I got done making the headbands and stuff, the blanket, sorry, the mermaid tail blanket, I did start making a couple of headbands, Like I said, the ends aren't tucked in, and the flowers or embellishments are not on yet. So I'm making these for a friend, and then she's gonna help promote my Etsy shop. So you know, friends help friends. So and I made those 2, and I'm gonna make 3 more. And I'm going to get those in the mail to her tomorrow, too, since I'm mailing off this blanket. And so that will be that. And then later on tonight, I want to do, besides the headbands, I want to do do some painting. I have not gotten to do any, I haven't done any painting in a couple weeks and really need to, you know. So, yeah. I'm going to be doing some painting, working on some paintings and stuff. So that's all that on that. And then I started reading. I could not get into that Roseanne Barr book. It's written by her sister, and it's almost like there's this big vendetta. I know they had a huge falling out, and it's just, I don't know, it just cannot keep my attention, and, you know, it just, I don't know, to me it doesn't have a good flow to it. So I set that aside, started watching that, or reading that book, Growing Up Amish, and that one I'm enjoying. That one is well written, it's got a good flow to it, it's interesting, so that's what I did. And that's what I do at night if I can't sleep. I was up until about 5. I tried to fall asleep right away, and then I was up till about 5, and that's what I do. I get up and I just sit up and read, you know. So, what else? Today we're going to try and take shorter naps or no nap. I know I'll end up needing to lay down. I always do, but not over an hour, because what's happening is now we're going to bed about 3 a.m. and we're getting up about 10 or 11. Pretty soon we're just going to be up all night, and you know, and so that's not very conducive to when you have doctor appointments and need to do business stuff in the real world. So we're going to work on that. And
well, the other day when last week when I went fishing with Carl, and I had to drag my happy butt out of bed at 6 in the a.m. Holy smoke. Yeah, that was not easy.
Yeah.
You know.
What else? What are you going to do today, honey?
I'm going to try to work on that birdhouse a little bit. And I need to clip tail holes on the diapers for the beagle.
Yeah, I need to cut diapers for the beagle.
Yep.
What else? And well, I'll do that if you want to do my bed.
Either way.
Okay.
Whatever works.
Still having a problem, guys, with the cat wetting on the bed. The other night, you know, he wet on the back section. I do not know why, and he does not have an infection or anything. He's just being horrible. I think he's mad because we ended up taking on his cupboard he was sleeping in, his little half closet thing, and using it as a pantry. So then he was laying on another section in the bathroom. Well, we ended up having to use that because Brad, you know, put the big laundry basket back there. And so I think he's just mad. I think he's just mad about stuff. I don't know. He, you know, he does this every once in a while. So now we have my great big art board covers up one half of the bed. We have 2 big kennels, you know, those wire coated kennels for the dogs that have the sliding tray. So we have one of those big trays on the other half, but we're gonna have to pull it comforter off stuff because it reeks and stuff. So, you know, which is kind of hard when you're limited on funds and you have to keep going and doing laundry. Plus, they still don't have the washers fixed. There's 3 washers, only 1 works now. There was 2 that worked. So, you know, it's kind of be pick and choose when everybody's real good about it. If you're next in line, you leave your laundry so people know you're next in line and stuff. But, you know, it does make it difficult for everybody, not just us, for everybody. Especially if you're working and you need to wash your work clothes. If you have a uniform or something, or, you know, whatever you have to wear to work. So, but yeah, so we're gonna have to do that today. But yeah, if you could do that, I'll pull out. What I thought I would do, I have a foam mattress pad on top of the mattress bags there, and what I don't want that to get wet or anything, so I do have some mattress covers. They're too big, but that's okay. We can put the foam mattress pad or lay it on top there even, and then cover it with a blanket and stuff, and then put the boards back on, and then, I don't know. And like I said, we're doing his cat litter box, so that's not it. He's just being a little shit. Yeah. So, I know we're not going to get rid of him or anything.
No.
We'll just, like I said, if I have to keep that bed covered with boards and plastic and whatnot until I climb in it so he doesn't do that, then that's just what we'll do.
Yeah.
He'll get over his little conniption he's having. I'm making sure he gets plenty of attention and all of that. So, I don't know what it is. You don't know with some of these animals that are adopted and stuff what, they've gone through in the past. And sometimes they just don't really they don't get over it. It's kind of like humans. When you have something bad happen, then you have to learn to live with that. We all come with that, even our adopted animals and stuff. And, you learn to work around it or work with it, or, come to whatever trauma these animals have gone through and stuff. It's not that they're not adoptable, but you just have to be able to work with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even puppies that never really have gone through anything, like Missy, can have really bad attitudes. Like my friend Stacy said, they can be a little bitch.
Yes.
They get in those little moods, those dachshunds, and they just,
Yeah.
Some of them. Now we had a little male miniature dachshund, and he lived to be like 18 years old, Boomer. And he did not have this attitude that this female has.
He did.
Well, he was spunky, but he did not have the bitch-toyed attitude that she had.
Yeah, but...
Well, yeah, I guess maybe he did. He just didn't have any teeth, so he gummed you to death.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't try to bite you, but if you were playing stuff, you didn't have to worry, because, it was very funny, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, but, it's like with Missy, she's a Dachshund Sheltie cross. Mm-hmm. And I tell people she's got the badass attitude of a Dachshund and the smarts of a Sheltie.
So that's bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Boomer, when he would be running, like I said, he was deaf. In the end, he was blind. And he had no teeth. When we rescued him because his owner was going to have him put to sleep because he was used as a breed dog, as a stud, and he no longer could do the deed, so they were going to put him down. I'm like, oh, no. And I said, nope, I'll take him. So, but he would run, and his tongue, because he had no teeth, would flop out to the side of his mouth. It was the funniest thing ever, huh, honey?
Yes, it was.
And even though he was blind, and we got to where we didn't move any furniture or anything, because he did really well, because he knew where stuff was. He would still run down the hall playing with the giant schnauzer. She was great with him. She played so gently with him. They were buddies and stuff. So, yeah, he was a lovely dog. We've adopted a few special needs dogs. We've adopted elder dogs, senior dogs, and they've been great dogs. The only sad thing is you don't get as much time with them, but the time you get with them, you make the best and give them my thing is you give them all the love you can, and so when that animal passes, they know that they were loved. They might have had a rough life, you might have only had them 2 or 3 years, but they know those 2 or 3 years they were very loved.
Yeah, well, so, look at CJ.
Yeah, look at CJ, we'll look at Pat, we called him Kitty, and
called him Kitty.
Yeah. Which was the greatest thing ever, the great big black dog out in the backyard. Here, kitty, 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 and he come galloping.
Oh, man.
That was the one that back when I smoked used to like to hide my cigarettes and stuff. And Brad and the kids thought this was great. I thought it was funny, but, and I just got where I go, Kitty, where'd you put him?
Well, remember we had that tent.
Yeah.
That we'd take camping, and I'd set it up in the backyard because the girls wanted to sleep out during the summer.
Yeah, well, we would just leave the tent up all summer long, basically.
Yeah, and that one time I found, when I was putting the tent up for the season, I found like 3 or 4 packs of cigarettes
underneath. He shoved them underneath. He didn't ruin them or anything.
No.
He shoved them underneath. So, yeah, he was letting me know that I should quit smoking.
That was unacceptable.
Yeah, you know. But anyway, that's all we really got going on. Just kind of hanging out here on this Sunday. We got to run into Crawfordsville tomorrow and take care of a few things. We need to mail off some packages. I'm looking forward to getting out of the house. I haven't been out of the house since when?
Thursday.
Yeah. You know, but you know, when you get tight on money and stuff, you don't go running. Don't go running and gunning. Just make the best of it. Keep smiling. Right, honey?
Yes, we do, baby.
So, anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. And I hope that you're safe, warm, dry, or cool, depending on what side of the planet you're on. And remember that I love you guys. And I do cherish your friendship. And I think you guys are awesome. Say bye, Brad.
Goodbye, Brad.
Bye, guys.